What is up, everybody? Happy Cinco de Mayo! Woohoo! If you don't know what that is, just Google it. It is actually celebrated more in the U.S. than it is in Mexico, believe it or not. That's what Google says. So, I'm going to pick up some stuff to barbecue today. It probably will not be... Actually, you know what? Maybe I will make it a Mexican-style barbecue. So, we'll see. I don't know. But anyways, we worked on the house yesterday. Shout out to Mom for holding the ladder for Dad and I, and shout out to Dad, because it's hot. Yesterday was very humid, and we had to go on the inside and add some nailer boards up top. Sometimes when we're not contractors, and sometimes things don't line up perfectly, so we have to add extra boards in there to be able to nail in stuff, in case you don't know what a nailer board is. And it was very humid in there, and like I said, you'll see on the next video what all we've done. It's little progress each day, and I'd rather have a little bit of progress than no progress at all. And we were getting ready to start working on the roof, but I needed to get more airflow in this house because it's hot. We enclosed it completely now, as of right now. So I'm going to pick up some 2 different types of tape so we can get everything sealed up as much as possible on the outside. And then I told Dad, I said, instead of working on starting on the front porch, let's go ahead and cut out all where the windows are going to go. We're not going to buy the windows just yet, but I need to cut them out for airflow, and I needed a special kind of tape for that. So that's exactly what I'm going to go get. I need to go get more razor blades. The ones that came with the X-Acto knives got dull pretty quick. So it should be an easy day of work today. Not a lot of ladder movement on this part of the build, and then like I said, the next part will be working on the porches. Like I said, we got all the stuff delivered. I got a couple of or 3 cedar 4x4s that we're going to be using for the upper portion of the porch as well, so that'll look real good. We were talking yesterday, looking at the building, and it's completely wrapped now, and it's that white Tyvek wrap. And I told Dad, I said, man, it makes this building look a lot bigger having that light color compared to having the OSB on the walls. And with the tar paper we have up top, that's generally close to what the color of the shingles are going to be, so I got an idea of what the roof's going to look like. And with it contrasting next to the white, it made the white pop a lot, it made the house look really big. But I told Dad, I don't want to paint the house white. I don't want it to look like a farmhouse. Nothing against that. I think farmhouses look awesome. A lot of them that have the white paint, black trim with cedar, stuff like that. I like the way that looks, but I'm going more for a, I don't know, like a Texas-style lake cabin feel. And I don't know, we were still thinking maybe like a light blue color, maybe a light green color, a light tan color, something like that. And then obviously we're going to wrap all the trim and stuff with cedar. So I think it's going to look really good when it's done, but it definitely changed up the look of it when we finished enclosing the top portions of the house. And I don't know, I just told Dad it went from looking like a giant brown box to a giant white box now. And so once we cut out all the windows, it'll make it look more like a house, and it'll help a lot of the airflow coming in, because like I said, it gets hot in there. So I did bring my temperature gauge inside there just to show on videos the temperatures that we're working in. And I know people get tired of it. They got tired of it last summer when we were in the shed house. People were complaining that I was complaining that it was always hot, and I said, well, it's my channel and y'all aren't out here. If you're out here, you'd probably be complaining too. But anyways, I'm gonna get all that stuff, and I'm gonna try to see if they have maybe some kind of skirt steak or something I can make I don't know, maybe some tacos or something out of for Cinco de Mayo. But anyways, this morning the Baxter didn't want to get out of bed, which is typical. He's never wants to get out of bed, and he physically can't because he can't get up anyways. But I asked him if he wanted to go potty or if he wanted something to eat. He'll lick his lips if he wants something to eat. If he needs to go potty, he'll lift his head up and start shaking it. Well, he needed to go potty, and I gave him a treat before that. It's a little duck jerky, little strips. I put it next to his bed. He was not hungry. He didn't want it. But as soon as I said, you want to go outside and go potty, he would not leave his bed until he had that jerky in his mouth because he didn't want the other dogs to go inside and get it, which I think is funny. He's always been like that when it comes to snacks. Or sometimes he'll go and when he was running around, he would get an egg and he would just keep it in his mouth and run around the yard because he didn't want the other dogs to get his egg. And I just thought that was funny. He was laying outside. I try to put him on a slope so when he does pee or poop, it doesn't get all over him, since he can't stand up and poop like normal. But this morning he makes like a whimper sound, and he lets me know, hey, I'm done with my business, get me out of here. And I guess I didn't hear him the first time. Then the second time he whimpered, I got up and he had moved his tail all in his poop, so I had to go and clean him up. And he got excited when I picked him up, and he just started wagging his tail like this, and I got crap all over my arms, so I had to clean that up as well. I couldn't even be mad at him because he can't move, and he didn't mean it. And so I had to clean him up, and I took him over to Mom and Dad's right now, and I just said he should be fine. He pooped and peed. I said I just needed to run into town. I'll probably be gone an hour or so if they could watch him for me. And so that's where he's at, and they're relaxing in the AC, eating it up like that. And we took him out to the pool yesterday. Basically, when we're working, you see us drenched in sweat. The easiest way for us to cool off is just jump in the pool. And same thing for Baxter. I take him over there, and I don't want to leave out the other dogs, the big dogs. So I let the big dogs out into the main pond area. They love going out there and just laying down in the water and chasing the little birds and stuff. And that's what they were doing for about 2 hours. And then we took Baxter and put him in the pool, and he's doing better and better. Like I said, he cannot walk or stand, but he's definitely moving his legs a lot more in the pool. He uses his tail as a rudder. Like I said, he'll have his tail straight up and he'll just be wagging it like that. And he's been kicking his back legs out a lot more than he was before. And once again, shout out to that viewer who said to use the squeaky toy, because that is definitely a motivator for him. He will kind of guide him a little bit, give him a little bit of a nudge, and then I'll have the squeaky toy and he'll come swimming to me, and then I'll throw it to Dad and we'll kind of rotate. Same thing with Mom. She'll get in the pool and we'll kind of like push Baxter towards them. And I don't know, I think that water treatment's definitely helping him out, at least getting his legs to move, and just mentally for him, I guess it's working out for him. Not really thinking about his legs, he's just thinking about, I gotta swim, otherwise I'm gonna drown. And I don't know, we wouldn't let him drown, by the way, in case there's anybody saying that's mean. But he what we got up here? Is this a trooper or is this equipment? Okay, never mind. It's just construction equipment. But anyways, he's doing better on swimming, and it's very good for him to be able to cool down like that. Everybody needs to cool down. If you're hot, most likely your animals are hot, and it cools him down. Then we put him on the warm rock, and I know that going from cold to hot like that's definitely feeling good on his muscles and stuff. And I'll just say this: he's in good spirits. He's a very, very happy dog, as happy as you can be without being able to run around and be a normal dog. But he's spoiled, and I told Mom and Dad, I said, I don't know if this dog's ever going to be able to walk again, and if he does, I don't think he's ever going to want to walk again, because he gets spoiled so much between me, Mom and Dad, and Matt. Like, we all love that little dog, and Mom said when he first got injured, she's like, I'm not going to get attached to him. I promise I'm not going to get attached to him. She's attached to him. So is Dad. You can tell they like him, and you can tell Baxter likes them. Baxter does snap at Dad every so often, because Dad likes to not push the limits with him, but he likes to make sure that his legs are moving as much as possible. And sometimes it does make Baxter uncomfortable, but that's helping him out, because it's movements that he typically would not do, or he can't do right now. So it's just helping him get more range in his body. And it's funny because Baxter will he'll kind of like raise his lip up at Dad, like he's kind of getting ready to growl at him, and he doesn't want to bite him, but sometimes he'll snap a little bit, and we just keep working with him, and hopefully he'll keep showing him improvement. So anyways, I have officially made it into town. Like I said, I got to go to Lowe's, get some parts. I got some extra clips on the property. there's more fruit growing on my fruit trees, which you'll see on the next video as well. That got me very excited. When Mom and Dad showed up yesterday to start working on the house, I said, before we work, I said, come check this out. And yeah, very, very good to see more and more fruit growing on the property. So anyway, stay tuned for that and see what it is that's growing. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I can't do it without you. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.